Skippyjon Jones, Cirque de Olay. Skippyjon Jones was a real high-wire Henry, and that made his mama as worried as a worm in a wading pool. "Oh, my fleas," wailed Mama Junebug Jones. "Come down from that wire before you break all your bones." "He can't hear you," sang his sisters, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo, "'cause Skippy's up in Squirrely World." The girls were right. "That's amazing," gushed the girls. "He should join the circus." "Circus berserkus," groaned Mama. "I'm calling the fire department." "Fire department?" repeated Jillyboo. "Skippy's not on fire. He's on wire." But before Junebug Jones could press a button, the kitty boy did a triple spin backflip dive right into Mama's apron pocket. "That was really good for a chiwulu," said Jujubee. "The word is chihuahua," said Mama, frazzled, "and he is not that. Skippyjon Jones is a Siamese cat." Then she lugged her catch of the day back to his room for a timeout and a big talk. "What did you think you were doing up there? You and those squirrels on a wire in midair. What if you tripped and fell on your head? You'd have to spend months in a hospital bed." Then, as Junebug Jones pawed at her hives, she let the truth slip about cats and 9 lives. "I wish we had 9, but we only have 1, so think about that, my Siamese son." Then she closed the door. The kitty boy was thinking all right about bouncing on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I don't have 9 lives. So what's the big deal? Hey, did I just see flies?" Indeed he did, and he chased one over to his mirror, where he ate it. "Holy snackito!" exclaimed the kitty boy. "Love dem crunchies." Then he looked into the mirror, and using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "If I have but 1 life to live, muchacho, let me live it as a chihuahua." In less time than it takes a flea to fly to Florida, Skippyjon Jones put together a fine costume while he sang in a muy soft voice. "Oh, my name is Skippito Fresquito, and I'm one handsome daredevilito. I'm physically fit, every part, every bit, just right for a circus puchito." In the meantime, over in the sewing nook, Mama was attempting to have a sensible conversation with the girls. "Where's Jillyboo's tutu?" asked Mama. "The chiwulu has the tutu," replied Jujubee. "Whatever for?" asked Mama. "Because chiwulus wear tutus," said Jezebel. "And cows wear muumuus," added Jujubee. "And boo-boos wear band-aids," continued Jezebel. "And I need a nap," moaned Mama. But the chiwulu wasn't thinking tutus, muumuus, or boo-boos. He was thinking of flying through the air with the greatest of fleas, just like the dog on a flying trapeze. Until, thump, he planted his paws in a perfecto landing on the turf outside the Cirque de Olay, shouted his amigos Los Chimichangos. "Hola," hollered back Skippito Fresquito, the great acrobat-ito, to his barking buddies. "Hold your ponies, Pepito," declared Paquito Tito, the smallest of the small ones. "Have you grown a bigote?" "No, I did not grow a mustachito," answered the gatito. "It's just part of my costume." "Bueno," said Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones, "because we need you to grow something mucho más importante." "But what could be more important than a mustache, muchachos?" asked Scapito. "Los músculos," said all the pepitos. "Not the lumpitos giganticos," declared Scapito. "Oh, sí, muchacho," said Paquito Tito, "the muscles." Then Don Diego pulled out an old circus poster out of his right ear and let it unroll. "Now do you get it, dude?" "Oh, I get it all right," said Scapito. "It means I am low dog on the totem pole." This made the chihuahuas twist and shout. "Oh yes, that's right, Scapito. Your cabeza is just what we need-o, and your muscles must grow just in time for the show, or else we will all crumbolito." Then all the burritos snuck under the skirts of the big top. First, the muchachos tippy-toed by the cabalista practicing on her pony. Then they slipped past the payaso, putting his paper-popping puppy through his paces. But it wasn't until they reached the elefante that the papitos had to worry. "Watch your step, amigos," warned Paquito Tito. "We are but pulgas to her." "We are not fleas," said Scapito. "We are chihuahuas." And that wasn't all the doggies had to watch out for. They saw lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! But the most dangerous animal of all lay sleeping like a baby in his cage. "Let's take a peek, papitos," said Skippyjo. Let's just take his traje, suggested Paquito Tito. Not his costume, declared Skippyjo, alarmed. ¿Por qué? Because it will look mucho mejor on you, señor. Then they raced like rabbits over to their dressing room. But the circus waits for no dog, so with the speed of a spitball, the Puchitos changed their Chico into a world-class circus perro con musculos. First they gave him a vitamina, then they pulled on his new traje. It's too big, complained the gatito. No worries, woofed Don Diego. We will pump you up. And pump the perros did, singing, Oompa pa loompa palito, we'll give you the muscles you need-o, 'cause strong you must be for triple TP, so we don't all go boom tumbleito. Then it was the moment of truth, as they floated Skippyjo out under the big top. Perros poured out from every point and piled on top of Skippyjo's grande cabeza. Up, 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 they climbed until they formed a perfecto tower of teeny, trembling chihuahuas. And beneath the tower stood the power, tough and shaky as 5-day-old jello. But just as the pups were about to make circus history, Putsy Strungleboot, the strong dog, strutted out into the center ring and bit the behind of his very own traje. Olé! Shouted the crowd. Oh no! Cried Skippyjo as the tiny, trembling tower of power tumbled from his head. Ta-da! Blasted La Banda as Skippyjo flew up into the rafters like a punctured balloon. Woohoo! Hooted the crowd as the gatito caught hold of the El Trapezio. Then he flew through the air with the greatest of squeeze. The brave little cat on the flying trapeze. But just as he reached the highest point, Skippyjo let go and dazzled the audience again with a double twirly-squirly twist onto the tightrope. But the tightrope acted just like a slingshot, and thwap! It sent Skippyjo up, up, up to the tippity-top of the tent. Then, shoop! Down, down, down he dove, cabeza first into the cotton candy kitten ball cannon, where Putsy Strungleboot, the strong dog, was waiting to light the fuse. Drum roll, por favor, ordered Don Diego. But then, kaboom! El Skippyjo Fresquito, the great acrobatito, blasted out of the circus, out of his closet, and right out of his room. Smack-a-doodle-doo! Shouted the kitty boy as he collided with his mamma's head. Wow! Exclaimed Jezebel. Where did he come from? He came from the circus, silly, said Jillyboo. Later that night, after a piece of maple mouse pie, the kitty boy made up a rhyme just for his mamma and delivered it with a most sincere bounce. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, but you're the bee's knees, 'cause your cookin' is smokin'. Hey, did I just see fleas? Asked Mamma, beginning to scratch. Circus fleas, replied the kitty boy proudly. Circus berserkus, muttered Mamma. Get your collars out, kittens. It's going to be an itchy night.